He texted me from my own number. True scary story, it was around 3:17 a.m. when my phone buzzed. At first, I ignored it. Most people know that feeling when you're half asleep and your phone lights up in the middle of the night. You assume it's a random notification or maybe a spam message, but something about this one felt different. The vibration kept going. Buzz. Buzz. Annoyed, I grabbed my phone from the nightstand and squinted at the screen. It was a text message, but what I saw made my stomach drop. The message wasn't from a friend. It wasn't from family. It was from my own phone number. At first I thought it had to be some kind of glitch, maybe a weird app error or a delayed message I sent earlier. But then I opened the text. It said, "Why aren't you answering me?" I stared at the screen for a moment, confused. I hadn't texted anyone tonight, and I definitely didn't text myself. My room was completely silent. The only sound was the faint ticking of the wall clock across the room, Las 13:18 ham. Vermetta typed bike. Who is this? For a few seconds, nothing happened. Suddenly, my phone buzzed again. The reply came instantly. You already know who this is. A chill ran down my spine. I sat up in bed. My apartment was small, just a bedroom, a kitchen, and a living room. I lived alone, no roommates, no pets, just me. I tried to convince myself this was some stupid prank. Maybe one of my friends figured out some way to spoof my number. So I replied again, "Stop messing around." Another message appeared. "I'm not messing around." Then another message popped up. Before I could respond, "Look outside." My heart started beating faster. Outside. My apartment was on the second floor. There was only one window in my bedroom, and it faced the small parking lot behind the building. Slowly, I turned my head toward the window. Very funny, I whispered to myself. Then my phone buzzed again. Primera down. Another message. Not. The window. A cold feeling spread through my chest. Then the next message appeared. Tedor. My eyes slowly moved from my phone to my bedroom door. For a moment, I didn't move. I just sat there in silence, staring at Italiano. The door was closed, just like I remembered leaving it before going to sleep. But now, something felt wrong. My phone buzzed again. I hesitated before looking down. Another message had appeared. Open it. My throat felt dry. I typed back with shaking fingers. Who are you? For a few seconds, there was no response. Then the typing dots appeared. 3 small bubbles blinking on the screen. Finally, a new message popped up. You already opened the door once. My stomach dropped. I read the message again and again. I had no idea what it meant. I hadn't opened my door tonight. At least, I didn't think I had. A strange thought suddenly crossed my mind. What if someone was inside the apartment, quietly standing in the hallway, waiting? I listened carefully. The entire apartment was silent. No footsteps, no movement, nothing. I slowly slid out of bed. The floorboards felt cold under my feet. Every step I took toward the bedroom door felt heavier than the last. My heart was pounding so loudly it almost hurt. When I reached the door, I stopped. My hand hovered over the handle. I didn't know why, but I suddenly felt like opening it would be a huge mistake. My phone buzzed again. Primer looked down. Another message. I'm right outside. I swallowed hard. The hallway light outside my room was off, which meant if someone really was out there, I wouldn't see them until the door was already open. My hand slowly gripped the handle. For a moment, I just stood there. Then I did something instead. I locked the door. The click of the lock echoed in the quiet room. Almost immediately, my phone buzzed again. The message made my blood run cold. That won't stop me. Suddenly, Krieg. A sound came from the hallway. It sounded like a slow step on the wooden floor. Then another. Krieg. Krieg. Someone was walking outside my bedroom. Primera fros. Eh? My breathing stopped. The footsteps moved slowly, stopping right in front of the door. Then everything went silent again. My phone buzzed. With trembling hands, I looked at the screen. The message said, "Why did you lock me out?" I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. And then a soft knock came from the door. Knock. Just one. Then a whisper from the other side. A voice that sounded exactly like mine. It said, "Let me in." I stood frozen in front of the door. My heart was racing so fast I could barely breathe. That voice, it sounded exactly like mine. Same tone, same pitch. Same whisper. From the other side of the door, the voice spoke again. Softly, calmly. "I know you're in there." My hands started shaking. I stepped back slowly, putting distance between myself and the door. My phone buzzed again. Another message. "You can't keep me out forever." I quickly typed back, "What do you want?" The reply came instantly. "I want my life back." A cold wave ran down my spine. My life? What did that even mean? Another knock came from the door, this time louder. Knock. The voice spoke again, but this time it sounded slightly different, distorted. Like two voices speaking at the same time. "You took my place." I felt dizzy. None of this made sense. Then suddenly, my phone screen lit up again. But this time, it wasn't a text message. It was a photo. A photo sent from my own number. My hands trembled as I opened it. The picture was dark, grainy, like it had been taken in low light. At first, I couldn't understand what I was looking at. Then my stomach dropped. It was a photo of my bedroom door, from the hallway, which meant whoever sent it was standing right outside. But that was T. The worst part, in the reflection of a mirror hanging in the hallway, I saw a figure standing there. Tall, thin, its head tilted unnaturally to the side. And its face looked exactly like mine, but the smile was wrong. Too wide, too stretched. Like someone trying to imitate a human expression. My phone buzzed again. Another message appeared. "See, I told you. I'm right outside." My hands went numb. The knocking started again, this time faster. "Knock! Knock!" Knock. The door handle suddenly rattled, violently. Even though it was locked, the voice outside whispered again, now sounding impatient. "You already opened the door once tonight," my mind rasped. What did it mean? I hadn't opened the door tonight. At least, I didn't remember doing it. But then something terrifying crossed my mind. What if I opened the door earlier and let something inside? My phone buzzed one more time. The final message appeared on the screen. "Check your closet." Slowly, very slowly, I turned my head toward the closet in the corner of my bedroom. The door was slightly open, and from the darkness inside, I heard something breathing. I couldn't take my eyes off the closet. The door was open just a few inches, just enough for darkness to spill out into the room. And from inside, I could hear it clearly now. Breathing. Slow. Heavy, like someone trying very hard to stay quiet. My heart felt like it was going to explode. Outside the bedroom door, the knocking suddenly stopped. The apartment went completely silent. My phone buzzed again. I forced myself to look down. Another message appeared. "Did you find me?" My hands started shaking even more. I slowly stepped backward, away from the closet. My mind was racing. There was no way someone could be inside. I had been in this room all night. Hadn't I? But then another terrifying thought crept into my head. What if whatever was inside the closet had been there the whole time? Watching me sleep, my phone buzzed again. Another message appeared. "Open it." I didn't move. Another message. "You need to see the truth." My breathing became faster, louder. The closet door slowly moved. Just a little creak. It opened another inch. I froze. I hadn't touched it. From inside the darkness, something shifted. Then the voice came again. Batistan. It came from the closet and the hallway. At the same time, there you are. The closet door suddenly swung open. Inside the darkness, I saw a shape move. Something tall slowly unfolded itself. Its limbs looked wrong, too long, too thin. And when it stepped forward into the faint light of my room, I felt my stomach twist. It was me. Or at least something pretending to be me. Same face, same eyes, same clothes, but the smile was stretched too wide. Its head tilted slightly as it stared at me, like it was studying me. Outside the bedroom door, the handle stopped rattling. The knocking never returned, because whatever had been outside was now standing inside my room. The thing that looked like me whispered softly, "Now we can switch." My phone buzzed one last time. I looked down slowly. The final message read, "Your turn to stay outside." And suddenly, the bedroom door unlocked by itself. Click. The door slowly opened, revealing the dark hallway beyond. Behind me, the thing wearing my face started walking closer. The bedroom door slowly creaked open. The dark hallway stared back at me. Behind me, I could hear the thing walking closer. Slowfootsteps.com. Patient. I turned around slowly. The thing wearing my face was only a few steps away now. Its smile stretched even wider. Then it spoke in my voice. "Don't worry. I'll take good care of your life." Before I could react, everything suddenly went dark. The next morning, my neighbors said they saw me leaving the apartment. Calm, normal, smiling. But the real truth, I'm still here, trapped outside the door, watching someone else live my life. And every night at 3:17 a.m., I try to text the person inside, but they never answer.